Hey there my friends. So this video is all about the introduction to functions in C. So let's get started. Let me go ahead and maximize this editor, and as you can see, I have this file created, ex32_function.c. So functions are central to C programming and are used to accomplish a program solution as a series of subtasks. By now you know that every C program contains a main function, this one, this line, and you're familiar with the printf function, which is this line on line 10. You can also create your own functions, and a function is a block of code that performs a specific task. A function is reusable, makes the program easier to test, and can be modified without changing the calling program. So I have here the function. So it's a square function that I have created earlier. So what it does is that we're going to compute whatever we put in here, or whatever we pass the value in here. It will going to return the result by calculating the square of that number. So even a simple program is easier to understand when main is broken. When main function is broken down into subtasks that are implemented with functions. So for example, in this example, it's clear that the goal of this program is to calculate the square of a number. So we have the function, we call the function in here, we assign the result to the res, or the results, and then we have this line to display the result. So the square root or squared is, and then this is the result. So let's go ahead and run this, and this is the result. So 5 squared is 25. In order to use the square function, we need to declare it. So you may have noticed this line here. We declare it up above. This is to inform that we are going to use a square function. Declarations usually appear above the main. So when you declare something, it should be outside the main, it should not be inside. So it takes the form like this. So this is the return type. So it's an integer type, the function name, which is square, and then parameters. So we have one parameters, it's an integer type. So the return type is the type of value that the function sends back to the calling statement. So here the function name is followed by parentheses. Optional parameter names with type declarations are placed inside the parentheses. I just want to quickly note this, that a function is not required to return a value, but the return type must still be in the declaration. In this case, the keyword void will be used. So for example, if we have another function in here that all it does is to just display a message on the screen. So we can do something like this. So void and then display message, something like that. So it will not return any value. We can call this function just by displaying whatever content we put in here, since it is a void type. So this is just an introductory to functions in C. We'll talk more about this in my upcoming videos, and that's it. And before we wrap up, let's test your knowledge. Let me just delete this real quick. And I just want to mention this. In C, programs must have at least one function named main. So is it true or false? If you know the answer, feel free to put it in the comment section below. Thank you.